Mwenyekiti wetu Mheshimiwa Johnson Mudama, katibu wetu wa chama Mama Veronica Maina, officials wote wa chama chetu cha UDA, marafiki zetu, viongozi wa vyama mbalimbali ambao wamekuja kama marafiki kuja kushuhudia sherehe hii yetu ya leo, ndugu wa bunge, magavana, maseneta, MCAs na wajumbe wote wa chama cha UDA. Hamjambo? Hamjambo? Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Assalamu alaikum. Hebu mnipungie hivi mkono jameni nione kwa mbali. Asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. In a very special way, this afternoon, that we are gathered here, close to 5,000 delegates of the United Democratic Alliance Party. It is a historic moment because this is a party that a year ago was not the party we have today. It is the effort, the commitment, and the hard work of many people in Kenya. Today, the United Democratic Alliance Party is the largest party in the Republic of Kenya. In a very special way, I want to thank many leaders, senators, governors, and members of parliament who worked with me tirelessly and with a lot of courage and commitment to put together this party that today has over 7 million members. The effort to make this party what it is today is not a personal effort of just the leaders. Many hustlers in different parts of Kenya, people who are engaged in all businesses, have registered, have supported the registration, they have financed the registration, they have facilitated the registration, and I want to tell each and every one of them today a very big thank you for making UDA what it is today. This party has come to be the party of the hustler nation in Kenya. This is the party. This is the party where you will not be asked about the name of your father. This is the party. You will not be asked to give your bank account. This is the party for every Kenyan from every walk of life. And I want to say, I am a very proud Kenyan today that you have bestowed upon me the responsibility to be the party leader of this great movement. I thank everybody who is with us here today, in person as well as in spirit, including the millions of Kenyans following this event on radio, on television, and online through various platforms. I am grateful for your support, sacrifices, and the time you have taken to congregate at this culmination of a most eventful journey in our lives. I do not take your support and your time and your interest for granted. And as always, I welcome you to walk with us on this road until we knock on the gates of our glorious tomorrow. I thank our party delegates for the work they have done in guiding the Hustler Nation through a transparent nomination process, and for their consideration in bestowing upon me the immense responsibility of representing the United Democratic Alliance in the forthcoming presidential elections. I am profoundly humbled and immeasurably honored. And I accept your nomination to be the United Democratic Alliance candidate in this year's presidential election. I accept your nomination to be the United Democratic Alliance party candidate in this year's presidential election with gratitude to the Almighty God, recognition of the significance of this moment, and an acknowledgement of the work remaining and the road ahead to that day that we all look forward to. I will live up to your trust. I shall do my very best to exceed your expectations, and I shall neither stop, nor pause, nor slow down, nor hesitate until what you have asked of me is delivered. Let us take this moment to appreciate and salute those who participated in this exercise. Tracy Wanjiru, a courageous lady still in university, resolved to transcend all the intersecting setbacks and barriers to her aspiration to offer leadership and to make her voice heard. Jeffnel Nyakwama also rose up to meet this hustler moment by emphatically saying and demonstrating that the youth of this country have a place in leadership at every level. These young Kenyans fill my heart with joy and hope. In them, I see myself back in the old days, animated by a vision for change and itching to have a go at leadership. In them also, I see a hopeful future in a country where youth, wealth, name, circumstances of birth, ethnicity, gender, and disability are not considerations nor obstacles to accessing opportunities or realizing aspirations. As you are perfectly valid and good to go. You did not wait to be invited to the leadership conversation. Sometimes the invitations never come. You took your chances, entered the room, and sat at the table. Please, do not leave the table. Let us keep talking, working, and growing together. I thank the United Democratic Alliance for extending us all opportunities to contest leadership positions without discrimination. Let us always strive to live up to our fundamental ethos of uniting our nation through the inclusive and participatory quest for opportunities for everybody. I am aware that this time round, there are thousands of young people giving everything to our movement: resources, time, strength, ideas, and moral support. I know that many youth have come forward to stand as candidates, and yet many others are mobilizing, sensitizing, and participating in other meaningful ways. The Hustler Nation is a young nation. The voice as well as the aspiration of Kenya's young people form an essential pillar of our movement. I therefore want to register my gratitude and appreciation and assure you of my commitment to open up opportunities for young people to thrive and drive the progress of our nation. For me, this moment has been long in coming. I have been engaged in political leadership and associated activities since my university days. Obviously, I did not have the opportunity in those days to seek presidential nomination. But I rose from the bottom of the party pyramid, working my way up until I entered party leadership and eventually became a member of the National Assembly at the age of 31. I was an assistant minister at the age of 33 and a cabinet minister at the age of 36, and an opposition MP at the age of 37. And that has sort of formed the basic rhythm of my career ever since. In that time, I have learned a lot, made mistakes, achieved successes, and refined my leadership philosophy and vision for this country. I have learned that leadership failures can cost the country tremendous opportunity and inflict irreparable harm on those many people who depend on us. I have learned that the biggest mistake a government or a party can make is to fail the inclusion test. My original political intuition that governance is all about the people and that development can only be sustainable if programs are designed on the people's terms. I have learned that continuous engagement with the people is indispensable to effective governance, and that leadership works and listens more and speaks less. My first bid for a party's nomination to contest the presidency was in 2007, which I did not win, and I conceded defeat and went all out to support the party and its candidate then. I believe we made a good account of ourselves. My second bid for a presidential nomination was in 2013. This was again deferred, as my party subsequently resolved to merge with another party. In the interest of coalition building and broader strategic interests, I deferred my bid and once again gave my all in successfully delivering the presidency and a wholesome parliamentary majority. Today, I know without any shadow of doubt that the time has come to represent the Hustler Nation. The time has come to go all the way to the finish line and secure the place of the Hustler Nation at the decision-making table. Let the message get out from this very moment and from this place that I am ready, that I will do everything and my best at that, and most of all, that I am determined to give you a campaign you will be proud of, and to win. And to win for our party, our coalition, and for the people of Kenya. Let the word reach out to our friends as well as our rivals that we are prepared and we are inspired to do all we can to go to every place and to work with everyone to open the doors of inclusion, opportunity, and enterprise in order to move Kenya to the higher level. After all, this is what hustlers do every day. Let me state a fairly obvious fact. I am the first elected and serving Deputy President of Kenya. It has been the honor of my life to be elected to this position, and I will forever remain profusely thankful to my friend, President Uhuru Kenyatta, for a successful working partnership in 3 elections. I have discharged my duties faithfully, and there is not a single task that the President assigned me which I did not execute in full. The Jubilee Coalition we formed a decade ago was formed through a covenant to eliminate the politics of hate, division, and ethnicity. Political competition organized around ethnic division is toxic, yet many politicians accept this to be the essence of democracy. Our covenant formed the foundation of a new approach, issue-based politics, institutionalized through national political parties. We succeeded in demonstrating that democracy does not go hand in hand with chaos, confusion, or instability. We have shown that democracy does not express itself through discrimination, exclusion, division, suspicion, or conflict. In government, we focused on delivering those projects and programs that would enable the state meet the people at their point of need. Therefore, we swiftly transformed the country through unprecedented investments in infrastructure as the springboard to effective, efficient, and sustainable service delivery to all parts of Kenya. As a result, we built a new, modern, 700-kilometer long standard gauge railway, constructed 10,000 kilometers of new tarmac, and connected 6 million people to electricity. We also set up 150 technical training colleges. The next phase of our transformation was going to be the Big Four agenda, which would leverage these foundational undertakings to ensure that the economic and social rights of Kenyans would be actualized by creating jobs for millions of young people out of school, out of college, and out of our universities. It would also transform agriculture to increase food production and to lower the cost of living and increase money in the pockets of millions of farmers. Big Four would also radically change our delivery of healthcare by rolling out a comprehensive universal health program. This would complete the task of transforming Kenya that we had been assigned in 2013. From 2017, however, the party backpedaled on its foundational commitments, including the founding covenant. The party rejected national, inclusive, issue-based transformative leadership and embraced parochial, ethnic, divisive, and retrogressive politics. It defaulted to tribe as the organizing variable of our politics and governance. It privatized governance and weaponized public policy and institutions. It pursued personal politics of congregating an entitled few to express their individual wishes as community interests and translate their private consensus as national policy. In our first term, we made exceptional progress in setting the stage for national transformation. In our second term, we witnessed accelerated regression into the tyranny, personality cult politics, and the weaponization of public offices to intimidate, harass, and persecute Kenyans perceived not to worship those in power. Many large enterprises were destroyed. Many business owners harassed. Many leaders subjected to humiliation, intimidation, blackmail, because their only crime was holding contrary opinions to those holding the levers of state power. A new frame of national unity was engineered in undemocratic and in terms which rationalized grounding and swallowing the whole opposition and the vandalization of the Constitution to accommodate corrupt and dangerous ethnic arrangements. At the same time, the Big Four agenda was abandoned, pushed into the back burner, as execution of its flagship projects was left at the mercy of forces of emergent state capture. Those who remained loyal to our founding vision were shunned, hounded, threatened, and then persecuted. This is how we lost 4 years that would have gifted us with a brilliant blossoming of a beautiful dream which inspired millions of Kenyans in 2013. To his credit, my friend the President did inform me that he needed space to work on his personal legacy as the fourth president. I obliged, and this led to my eventual retreat to the margins of a government that I had participated in forming. The past 4 years have provided me special moments to be able to engage consistently with ordinary people. As Deputy President, I have worked directly with Wananchi, going to meet them in their villages, their markets, their farms, and their places of work, and to have practiced the leadership of listening more and speaking less. All through my political journey, I have believed in walking with the people, listening to them, and doing my best to do what they want, not what I think will be a monument to my own achievements. I have learned that our plush, comfortable, secure offices are inaccessible to the majority of the people who need them the most. As a leader, this is a huge setback, because it costs us the opportunity to be useful and effective. These engagements taught me a lot about things I thought I knew. Most importantly, they reminded me the most important question of all: what does the government do, and for whom does it work, and how, therefore, should it work? I was appalled by the intensity of contempt many have for ordinary people and their rejection of any suggestion that their voice matters. I remain sorrowful over the hatred in the language that proudly despises the poor, the struggling, the hurting, the lonely, and the abandoned. Many of us have felt the stinging lash of this contempt, and we all know where it comes from. Behind the shameless deception that national unity is the coalescing of a few leaders to organize their selfish interests in an implacable sense of exclusive entitlement to the privileges associated with state power. This entitlement is the basis for the formulation of a cynical agenda to capture the state and disenfranchise ordinary people for good. That is why we have witnessed the criminalization of enterprise, the marginalization of livelihoods, and many parts form part and parcel of this contemptuous exclusion. We in the Hustler Nation believe that the measure of any society lies in how it treats its weakest and vulnerable members. We work from the bottom up because if we take care of the bottom, we take care of everybody. We want Kenyans to have opportunity to hustle from the bottom up. The top, therefore, must be understood to be everyone's aspiration, objective, and ideal destination. It is not bottom versus up. It is bottom up. It is not bottom versus up. It is bottom up. I commit, therefore, to live up to the original covenant of championing the establishment of everlasting peace, unity, and opportunity to prosper in our country. I make this commitment on the understanding that sustainable unity can only be achieved through meaningful political and economic inclusion. The evidence of inclusion is respect for dignity of livelihoods and the creation of space for every vocation, every skill, every profession and talent to flourish and yield a bountiful harvest of prosperity for all our people. At the same time, I reject the suggestion that a united country is one that has no political competition or opposition. Rather, I view the foundation of an inclusive Kenya as one governed by an effective democratic government with robust checks and balances, overseen by a vigilant and responsible opposition and a strong civil society movement. I call your attention to the fact that over the past 4 years, the purchase, compromise, and eventual liquidation of the opposition and legitimate political competition set the stage for an effective state capture. I must therefore specifically undertake that under our administration, we shall boldly and firmly confront and dismantle the now pervasive conflict of interest that has rapidly evolved into state capture through corrupt political and economic arrangements. Public policy must not be customized to benefit the private and personal interests of a select few. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to conclude my remarks by framing the picture. What are we up against? What is the 9th of August about? We must be very clear in our minds why your vote counts on the 9th of August. On the 9th of August, there will be a competition of ideas. There will be a competition of sides. We are on one side, our competitors are on the other side. Let me say this for clarity, so that Kenyans go to the polls on the 9th of August understanding what is on the ballot. On the ballot on the 9th of August, the great people of the Republic of Kenya will be two groups. One who believe that the way to the future of our country is through changing the Constitution. On our side, we believe that the way to the future of our nation is by changing the economy of our nation. We are seated here, we are assembled here as the United Democratic Party Congress with our friends from ANC and Ford Kenya and Tujibebe and Savina and TSP and CCK and CCM and all the other parties, united by one thing, our belief that the future of our nation is predicated on changing the economy of our nation. While our competitors believe that it is through the changing of the Constitution to create positions for a select few will treat our problem of exclusion, on our side, we believe that we need to change the Constitution to create opportunity, create jobs, create opportunities for millions of young people out of school, out of college, out of our universities, that therein lies the solution to the inclusivity question in the Republic of Kenya. We are very clear that we had this plan in 2017. Unfortunately, the forces who are against the people of Kenya, who do not want to share opportunity, who believe that Kenya is their privilege, who believe they own this nation, they sabotage the Big Four plan because they did not want the young people of our nation to get the opportunity to work and to get the opportunity to do business. I want to say with clarity and certainty that if we had not lost 4 years chasing a mirage, if we had taken time to implement the Big Four plan, Kenya would be different from what we have today. We wouldn't be having millions of young people languishing without jobs. While our competitors believe that they will go to the polls so that they can get the opportunity to change the Constitution so that a few people can share power, we are telling them we will go to the polls to elect leadership that is going to create opportunities for empowerment, not sharing power, for the empowerment of millions of citizens of our republic. We want to remind our competitors that 10 million Kenyans today are in a lottery because they have no defined jobs, they have no defined business, they have no access to credit, they have no place to do business, there is no law to protect their enterprises. And we are saying that the opportunity that we have as the people of Kenya is not to change the constitution to create positions and share power among few people. The opportunity we have in Kenya is to create the opportunity for the empowerment of millions of citizens through jobs, through opportunities to work in their enterprises, in their businesses, and to make sure that our economy works for all Kenyans. Our competitors believe that this nation should be about a few people who wield the levers of state power. We are telling them this country is not just about leaders. This country is about 50 million Kenyans. And because it's about 50 million Kenyans, we will not accept to go the journey. They have told us they will bring back the BBI monster because they want to create an imperial presidency. They want a president who controls the judiciary using the ombudsman. They want a president who controls the legislature using appointments. They want a president who does what he wants or what she wants merely because she has power or he has power or they have influence or they have money. We are telling them that this country is about 50 million Kenyans, and we will not accept to go back to the dark days of an imperial president. We are marching forward to a Kenya of shared prosperity by 50 million Kenyans. Our competitors believe that this country belongs to those in power. They believe in impunity. They believe in monopolies. They believe in cartels. We want to tell them we believe in the rule of law. They have weaponized state institutions. They have weaponized the DCI. They have weaponized the EACC. They have weaponized the KRA to run political errands, to dismantle businesses that belong to people who do not worship them. And I want to tell them, this country will change. On our first day, we will free the DCI. We will free the KRA from state capture. We will make sure Thank you very much. I want to say thank you very much. They have weaponized the DCI, the EACC and the KRA to run political errands. We will professionalize the DCI's office and the KRA for them to discharge their constitutional and legal duty. On the first day, we will appoint an accounting officer for the IG and the DCI, so that going forward, the DCI and the IG will have financial independence and they will never again depend on the office of the president for them to discharge their responsibility. As they weaponize the KRA, we will do the complete opposite. We will professionalize the KRA, digitize the KRA, and make sure that it collects all the taxes professionally. And the 60% of the taxes that are not collected as VAT, we will make sure that we will create the mechanism, the digital platform, so that we can collect taxes and we don't have to fight Kenyan enterprises and destroy people's businesses. Thank you very much. Our competitors have proposed that they want to change the constitution so that they can make the judiciary to be subservient and to be accountable and to be answerable to the executive. We want to tell our competitors we will do the complete opposite. On our first day, we will operationalize the judiciary fund so that we can free the judiciary, give them financial independence so that they can discharge their responsibility of sorting out disputes, making sure that criminals are put behind bars, and making sure the corrupt find their place in jail, by making sure that they have the independence to discharge their responsibility without the current encumbrances imposed on them by resources that are not being released, because there is a deliberate move to ensure that the judiciary fund has not been operationalized, yet it has been in our laws for the last 10 years. We believe in an independent judiciary. We want the judiciary to discharge their mandate, independent of the executive. We want the judiciary to provide its oversight role over the other arms of government. We want the judiciary that will stand tall and make sure that they discharge their responsibility without encumbrances of matters to do with financial dependence on other arms of government. We want a judiciary that will be truly independent, that does not receive telephone calls from the executive for them to write judgments. We want a judiciary that is truly independent. Good people, agriculture will be on the ballot in this election. Our competitors are the masters of monopolies. They are the agents of conflict of interest. They are the agents of state capture. And we must free this country and our agriculture from cartels and brokers. We are telling our competitors that we will deal firmly with conflict of interest. We will deal firmly and eliminate brokers and cartels and monopolies that have taken hostage our agricultural sector. And we will make sure that every farmer has access to quality seeds, has access to subsidized fertilizer, have access to markets, have access to good prices, and they have access to government support so that they can produce food for our nation, so that every farmer can earn a decent earning for their produce, and we can reduce the cost of living and make sure that every Kenyan has disposable income, and we can grow our economy, pay our taxes, and stop begging for loans and debts from other countries, because we can stand up for ourselves. Our competitors are telling us that it is okay to have debt. Our competitors are telling us every country has debt. Yes, we agree every country has debt. But good people, we can do better. We can think better to be able to grow our own revenues, and we must not be slaves of debt from any place or any country. Debt must be the last resort. We must grow our economy. We must empower our enterprises. We must create opportunity in agriculture so that we can grow our tax base, get as many Kenyans as possible to pay their taxes so that we can run the affairs of our country on the basis of the revenue that we collect. President Mwai Kibaki taught us that it is possible for us to grow our tax revenues. He took over when tax revenues were at 200 billion. He left when we were collecting more than $1 trillion. Our tax collection has stagnated because of conflict of interest. Our tax revenues are stagnated because we do not have a concrete plan. We are saying our movement will create a concrete plan that will expand our taxes so that we can double our tax revenues and reduce on borrowing and debts that can cripple our country. It is tragic that the only thing that I can remember on matters to do with the economy that the handshake has done is to borrow 7 trillion in the last 5 years. It is a tragedy that we must investigate. Good people, we are at a historic moment. We have to make our choices carefully on the 9th of August, because what is on the ballot is either Kenya moving forward into prosperity or Kenya regressing into tyranny and poverty. The choice is as clear as day is from the night. Let me conclude my remarks by saying we will create a comprehensive environment for Kenyans to save, a comprehensive environment for us to grow our own savings. Many countries have their savings in the region of 30 to 40% of GDP. It is only in Kenya that our savings as a percentage of GDP is around 7%. And it is because we think debt is the easier route. I want to say savings is the better route. And that is what we must go. That's what we must do. So, my good people of Kenya, let me say this contest has been defined. Kenyans know what to vote for in this election. You will vote for the people who are looking for power, positions, the cartels, the state capture, the conflict of interest, the brokers, or you will vote for the future of our country, the jobs for our young people, opportunities for our business people, opportunities for our farmers, an accountable executive, an accountable judiciary, an accountable government, and a future for everybody. That is what is on the ballot on the 9th of August. Again, let me thank all of you for sparing time to listen to me. I appreciate your patience. I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your sacrifice. I want to thank many leaders who have had to suffer and be victims of a weaponized fight against business, a weaponized fight against leaders. I want to thank many leaders who are here, specifically members of parliament who are here. Can I ask members of parliament who are here to stand up from the UDA party? I also want to ask senators and governors who are here to stand up. Thank you very much. These men and women have been subjected to blackmail. They have been persecuted. They have been threatened. Many of them have been dragged to court for crimes they never committed. Their crime was only to be my friends. Their crime was only to be members of the Hustler Nation. But I want to thank them. They are made of good metal. They are made of fine gold. And history will judge you guys fairly, that you stood up against tyranny, that you stood up against blackmail. Thank you very much. The weaponization of the DCI, EACC and KRA is not limited to these leaders. It goes to many business enterprises have been crippled and destroyed by a weaponized DCI, EACC and KRA. Today, it is not just the big business. It is not just Humphrey Karaoke's business. It is not Tabitha Karanja and Keroje business. Even the border today are victims of a weaponized fight against people who don't share in the belief of those who hold the levers of power today. And I want to promise them that power is transient and the people of Kenya will overcome. We will not submit to your threats and blackmail. We will not bow to you. We will not worship you. We worship the living God in heaven. We worship no human being. Asanteni sana. Asanteni. Thank you very much. I want to say from this podium, you may have power, you may control the levers of power, but we believe in God, the all-powerful. We submit to God, the all-powerful. We will respect everybody. We will give respect to whoever respect is due. We will give honor to whoever honor is due. But we will worship only God in heaven. We will worship no human being.
Madam Rachel, ndugu zangu wa siasa na wanasiasa wote ambao wako hapa na wale wanatusikiza kutoka kule. Mwanzo, ndugu yangu Deputy President, nataka niseme hongera. Congratulations on your being nominated and elected as the flag bearer of this very vibrant party, UDA. Your team has done a wonderful job. The party members have done a wonderful job. The party members have stood for Kenyans and with Kenyans. Jambo la pili, Madam Rachel, wacha nikuambie, your husband has spoken well. He has spoken well. He has spoken to our hearts. He has spoken to Kenyans. And he has spoken to all men and women of goodwill in this country. Mimi nataka niseme kwa niaba ya chama cha ANC kwamba tuko na furaha kwa sababu tarehe 23 Januari Mheshimiwa Samoei William Ruto na viongozi chungu nzima wakina Gachagua na wengine kutoka kwa UDA walikuja kwa kongamano la ANC na tulifurahi, tukajua kwamba hapa sasa tuko na partner ambaye tukishirikiana, tushikane mikono, tutaenda mbali. Tukashikana pia na ndugu wetu wa Ford Kenya. Tukasema tutaenda mbele. Na leo niko na furaha, nazidi kuona tunapanuka. Sisi tumekuja pamoja vile Deputy President alieleza kwa sababu tunataka maisha ya Wakenya ibadilike. That is the primary objective of coming together. We came together because we want food to be affordable. We came together because we want the Kenyan dignity to be restored because he or she can pay school fees for their children. We came together because we want justice in our country. We do not want justice for the rich and a different justice for the poor. We want equal justice for all. So we are here to say we stand in solidarity with the decision that has been made by the UDA party in putting forward their best foot forward today as their flag bearer for the position of presidency in the Republic of Kenya. Ndugu yangu, Kenya is facing challenges. The economy is one. The Deputy President has talked a lot about the shortcomings of governance in this country, whether at the judiciary level or other institutions. He has spoken, and he has spoken nothing but the truth. We must send a clear message that we intend as partners katika Kenya Kwanza, working hand in hand to make sure resources of this country shall be utilized as they should be utilized in accordance with the Constitution and for the direct benefit of the people of Kenya. The President of Kenya must be there to serve all. The Deputy President has said the big businessman and industrialists creating jobs must be protected. But he has also said, in equal measure, the young and the budding business must also be supported and protected. Who else do you want to work with? Who else do you want to work with? Munataka mfanye kazi na nani? Munataka mfanye kazi na nani? Munataka mfanye kazi na nani? Haya. Sasa nataka tena niwaulize. Kuna wakati the late Kamotho nadhani ama wengine hapa Saitoti akisumbuliwa hapa Kasarani. Silikuwa hapa? Hapa. Na wakasema Kasarani? 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 Leo tumekuja hapa kuambia tunataka tuoshe hiyo kisirani ili Kenya iwe sawa na tusipate serikali ama kiongozi ambaye atadhulumu wengine kwa sababu yeye yuko kwa mamlaka. We want this message to go out. We want leaders who will show humility and respect for others. And we want leaders who will not betray others. Finally, tuko na agenda kubwa ambayo inatuweka pamoja. Kuna agenda ya uchumi, pia kuna agenda ya kisiasa. Kuna mambo mengi, sera nyingi. Na katika Kenya Kwanza, tukiungana na UDA, tunataka sera zetu zijumuishwe, hatimaye tuwe na manifesto moja ambayo ni ya Kenya Kwanza, ambayo itakuwa imetuweka sisi sote pamoja na tuende na hiyo. Na inshallah tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 mwaka huu serikali itakuwa ya Kenya Kwanza na tarehe 10 itaanza kuhudumia wa Kenya vilivyo. Nataka pia nidhibitishe kwamba vile Deputy President amesema hapa na vile sisi tumesimama, we do not want a puppet regime and we do not want puppet leaders. Hatutaki kamwe kuambiwa kwamba tumewekewa kiongozi ambaye mtu anashika remote control akisema pause una pause, akifinya bright unaweka bright. Akifinya dark inakuwa dark. Akisema zima anazima. We do not want a remote controlled leader in this country. We want a leader who is hands-on. Tunaelewana kabisa? Sasa ndugu Mvuria, wewe unazungumza mambo ya Kiswahili kikali. Umetuchanganya bana. Lakini nataka niambie wa Kenya, there is something which the Deputy President has spoken to, which we must free ourselves from. There is something they call the Stockholm Syndrome. Yes, sir. Nirudie. There is something called the Stockholm Syndrome. Kwa kifupi, Stockholm Syndrome ni ile hali unawekwa kwa sababu mtu amekuteka nyara, anakuumiza, anakusumbua, anakutusi, anakuangaisha, lakini wewe bado unaenda na imani kwamba huyu ambaye ameniteka nyara ndio ataniokoa. Tunaelewa kabisa? Mimi naungana na Deputy President. Tuondoe wa Kenya katika kwa hiyo hali ya Stockholm Syndrome ya kufikiri kwamba wale ambao wana uwezo, wana mamlaka ambao wamepewa, wakitufinya, wakitusumbua, ati hao pia ndio watatuokoa. La, sisi wenyewe tujiokoe tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 kupitia kwa kura, tuambie wa Kenya tumejiokoa. Tunaelewana kabisa? Zungusha mkono. Zungusha mkono. Earthquake! 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 Asante sana.
Wacha nichukue nafasi hii kabla huyu kiongozi hajaketi chini. Nimshukuru huyu muungwana Kuria Mudavadi. Wakati mambo ni magumu, akiambiwa ya kwamba hawezi kusimama na sisi, yeye alivunja minyororo ya wale watesi wetu, akavunja ngome ya wale ambao wameteka nyara taifa letu la Kenya, na akasema atafanya kazi na Mkenya yeyote bora wanakubaliana kisera. Katika mkutano huu, rafiki yangu Mheshimiwa Kuria Mudavadi, I want with a lot of gratitude to thank you for making it possible for all Kenyans to work together. It is your decision and that of my friend Moses Wetangula that has given rise to this new paradigm that Kenyans can work together. And I want to use this occasion, my brother, to tell you, we will pay you in equal measure one day. Hiyo heshima umetuonyesha, na sisi tutakuonyesha heshima hiyo siku moja. Asante sana.
Ruto, Mama Rachel na delegates wote wa UDA, viongozi wa vyama mbalimbali. Mine will be very brief. Kwanza kabisa, hongera Your Excellency for the enormous responsibility that your party has placed on your shoulders. I have no doubt you have the capacity to carry. Jambo la pili, Your Excellency, those who wanted to disgrace you ended up lifting you to enormous and amazing grace. And today, as we stand here, I'm sure they are in a corner of shame in the history of our country. I want to tell you, Your Excellency, that in many life experiences, when you become a target of vitriol, malice and hate, you believe in the living God. And there is a common saying that what you may think is your tragedy is in fact God's strategy for you. And God's strategy was that you have these bad friends take you through what they have taken you through for Kenyans to see that you are a person vilified for no reason whatsoever, howsoever. And as we stand here today, I want to tell Kenyans that the decision made by UDA in the presence of all of us here assembled and the moving speech that you have made here defines you as different from them, because you have emphasized that we must have production before consumption. They emphasize consumption without production. And our country will never grow unless we pay attention to production before consumption. And my party, Ford Kenya, and all the parties that have come at the table to work with you, we know that we have made the right decision, but we even know that Kenyans have the trust and confidence in you. The other day I met a friend from the other side. He came to me sporting a distinctly Hitler mustache. And I asked him, how are you going to win these elections? His answer was very simple. The state is with us. And I want to tell them, the state is with you, the people are with us. And when the people make a decision, we can only remind, as I finish, that the leadership that is now caged in a corner should read the history of Embarkation. They should read the history of Embarkaniut, who was born in 994 AD, and who lived with such grandiose ideas of leadership and power that he believed he could order the tides to recede when the tides were coming. And we have a leadership today that believes they can order the tides to recede when the tides are coming. I want to tell you here today that the tides coming are not at sea. The tides are the people of Kenya. Na watapita na nyinyi mupende, musipende. Because when the people decide and when the people take their power, no army will stand in their way, no police will stand in their way, no money will stand in their way, no malice will stand in their way. We shall overcome and we shall make Kenya great again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. Let me ask our brother, Mheshimiwa William Getao Kabogo.
Asante. jamii hii ya UDA mkiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Rais wa tano, Mama Rachel na jamii yako, viongozi wote walio hapa, itifaki zote zikiheshimika. Mimi Mheshimiwa William, my very good friend, nimekuja hapa mimi mwenyewe kama kinara wa chama chetu cha Tudibebe wa Kenya Party, na sikuvurutwa wala sikusukumwa na mtu yeyote yule. Nimekuja kwa heri yangu mimi mwenyewe. Na mimi ni mtu wa hapa jimbo la Kiambu, mlima wa Kenya. Na nitakuhakikishia hapa, mimi sijapotea njia kamwe. Na nataka niseme kinaga ubaga, kama kuna mtu anasikia uchungu kuwa mimi nimefika hapa, nitamwambia pole sana. Mimi nataka niwakumbushe hawa, miaka 6 hivi imekwisha, mimi nilimchanua William. Nikamwambia, ndugu jikakamue, ukingoja kiti ati kwa sababu uliambiliwa haitapatikana, tafuta. Na akanijibu akasema, kutafuta mimi najua, si wewe unajua hii tunaendanga na wewe. Tukishikilia mahali tuliko sahihi, I can tell you without a doubt, Rais wa 5 wa Kenya ni Mheshimiwa William Ruto. Pia niwaambie, msije mkasema hatukusema. Kama kuna mahala kura zitamiminiwa kwa William Ruto ni hapa mlimani. Yale Mheshimiwa Ruto amesema hapa, mimi yamenibamba. Haswa ati kwa kinyang'anyiro kuna wale ambao wangependa kubadilisha katiba na kuna wale ambao wanapenda kubadilisha maisha, uchumi wa hali ya Kenya vile ilivyo. Mimi sitasema sana, lakini nashukuru tumetoka hii safari mrefu sana tangu siku za KANU. Na nina imani yale umezungumza hapa yatakuja kufanyika. Na ikifanyika kutakuwa hakuna haja tena kutafuta kura. Hiyo kazi umesema hapa ikifanyika, Kenya itakuwa imekaa starehe. Pia nishukuru kiongozi Mheshimiwa Mudavadi, tumekuwa tunazungumza hii njia tukiwa pamoja. Mnajua mimi nilikuwa katika NDC yake, and I hope Your Excellency you will find time to come to mine.
I will.
Because I was his competitor before. I wanted to be president, lakini nikaona huyu ataniabwaga tu mara moja. Nikasema, nikasema niwache kwa sababu hakuna haja ya kung'ang'ana na ndovu. Kwa hivyo siku ikifika, siku tulikuwa hapo, uliona tulikuwa tumeenda hapo, mimi, Gideon Moi alikuwa pale, Alonzo Musyoka alikuwa pale, Jimmy Wanjigi alikuwa pale. Nikasikia kidogo watu wanaulizana kwa nini tumekaa hapa na hatukujua William anakuja. Sasa nikamwambia, nyinyi ndio mnajua, mlikuwa na yeye. Sasa mnataka mimi nitoke niende nitoroke kwa nini? Nitoroke kwa sababu ya William Ruto? Kwani anakula watu? Mimi sikutoroka, nilikaa, na tangu hapa nikaamua barabara ni hii. sisi tutatembea na wewe mpaka mwisho. Ombi tu, na nilikuambia juzi, usije ukateleza ukasahau ukatufanya vile umefanywa, ni uchungu sana. Au mwasemaje nyinyi? Sina namna hiyo. Niruhusu Mheshimiwa Rais niweze kufundisha hawa salamu ya jibebe. Umeniruhusu? Nikisema harambe, sema tujibebe. Nikisema tujibebe, useme tujenge taifa. Harambe! Jibebe! Tujibebe na UDA, kazi ni kazi. Tujenge Kenya, Kenya kwanza. Asanteni. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother William. Wacha nimuhakikishie huyo muungwana ya kwamba sitafanya vile nimefanywa. Nakubaliana. Na kusema ukweli, yale Kabogo amesema, yeye ndiye alinipatia leakage. Akaniambia usingoje ati umeahidiwa, tafuta. Asante sana my friend kwa kunipatia leakage. Kama ningengoja ningezama. Wacha sasa nimuite ndugu dada yetu Governor Minji wa kutoka kule Kirinyaga.
Machete.
Wanigie ende wakuwa maisha ngoro yakwa gikunengera yothe miaka 10
Harambe! Harambe! UDA! UDA! Your Excellency, the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya, Excellency, the incoming First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Rachel Ruto, leaders of Kenya Kwanza, Your Excellency, Mudavadi Wetangula, and all the leaders joining us today from the various parties, and all the UDA members, good evening. Today is a significant day in the Republic of Kenya because if it was up to the powers that be, today would not have happened. For a long time, they have tried to kill the dream of the hustler nation. But we thank Your Excellency William Ruto and the team that has held the fort for the last 2 years to get us to the place we are at today. We have every confidence in the presidency of William Samoei Ruto in the next 147 days that are coming. We have seen his person. He's a disciplined person. He works hard. We are inspired by his diligence and humility. And I will say that because I have worked with him in cabinet, and now we are on the same side of the divide under the UDA party. As women of Kenya, we want to assure you of our profound gratitude for the support that you give us. There are many women who have taken the challenge to stand for seats from the governors and MPs because of your encouragement. Indeed, Your Excellency, the icon for your campaign for UDA is one of Mama Mboga, meaning you have put women right at the center of your development agenda. And therefore, we thank you as women and assure you of our support. For us who are from Mount Kenya, and especially those who stood with the current exiting regime, and I say exiting regime, we have gone through tremendous persecution because of the choice of standing with William Samoei Ruto. But we have refused to be traded wholesale to a side that has no agenda. We have refused completely at this time to move to a side that has no plan for the people of Kenya or for this country. Not at this time. And we are telling the government of Uhuru Kenyatta and those on the other side, not at this time. Sio wakati huu. Not at this time when the price of fuel and food is at its highest. Not at this time where the economy is suffering under a huge debt. Not at this time when there is state capture and our institutions have been weaponized, as you have heard, to which hand those who have divergent political views. We have refused, as Mount Kenya, to move to that side, and especially not at this time. And so we say, as people of Mount Kenya, we will stand with one William Samoei Ruto.
Asante.
We will stand with William Samoei Ruto because he has a plan for this country. We will stand with William Samoei Ruto because he has a vision to uplift the people who are the lowest in this country. And therefore, we want to ask those of us who have not made their mind, especially on our region, wega orehago na wega, a good deed is paid with a good deed. We will repay him with a good deed. Tulisema 10 yetu na 10 yake. Sisi tumeamua lazima tupatie William Samoei Ruto 10 zake. Kwa hivyo tutamalizia hapo nikisema asante sana and want to assure you, Your Excellency, of our support, and no matter the persecution, even if they arrest us, even if they charge us, hatubanduki kwa UDA, and we will not move away from the side of Kenya Kwanza. God bless you and God be with you. Asanteni.
Thank you. Wacha sasa nimkaribishe ndugu yetu kutoka Safina, Jimmy Wanjigi. Karibu sana ndugu. Karibu.
Kila mtu from bottom twende up. Bottom twende up. From bottom twende up. Bottom twende up. From bottom twende up. Bottom twende up. From bottom twende up.
Aya. Kuna wimbo ambao mlikuwa naimba. Yote ya Rudia, yote yawezekana. Yote yawezekana. Yote yawezekana. Yote yawezekana. Asanteni sana. Your Excellency, the Deputy President and Mama Rachel, it's good to see you again. Wana UDA, nafikiri niseme msemo wenu, UDA, UDA, UDA. Na Bwana Deputy President, I think you should allow me to say yangu ya Safina. Okay. Aya. Nikisema Safina, munasema fagia wote. Na nikisema fagia wote, munasema tuomoke pamoja. Na nikisema tuomoke pamoja, munasema kwa njia safi, safi sana. Haya, tuanze. Safina! Safina! Fagia wote! Tuomoke pamoja! Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Hii ni joto ya Kenya hapa, naona imejaa. Your Excellency, my good friend, the Deputy President, yangu yatakuwa machache leo kwa sababu hii ni siku yako. We came to listen to you kwa sababu we are men of ideas. Na leo umezungumza vizuri sana. Umetaja the problems we are facing in this country going forward. Hizo challenges tulishikana na wewe in the year 2013. Unajua historia saa ingine ni nzuri kidogo, si ndio? Nizungumze ama sizungumze? Nizungumze. Bwana Deputy President, in 2006 we met and we were introduced together by a man called Charles Keter. Sijui kama yuko hapa. Waziri Charles Keter. And in 2007, wakati kulikuwa wajamaa hapa Nairobi ambao walikuwa natafuta rafiki yangu William Ruto, alikuja kwangu kujificha. Simu nipigie makofi. Hapa Nairobi kulikuwa na organization inaitwa Mungiki, na walikuwa natafuta yeye. Ni kweli ama si kweli?
Kweli.
Alikuja kwangu nimfiche, atoke kwangu na askari. Mimi ndio nilieleza yeye in 2006, 2007. Saidia huyu mjamaa anaitwa Raila Odinga. Saidia Raila Odinga. Kwa sababu alikuwa ametemwa kisiasa ya MOU of 2002. Si alisaidia yeye? Si alisaidia yeye? Haya. Tusonge. Haya. 2010, rafiki yangu William Samoei Ruto, 2009-2010, alikuja kwangu kunieleza, huyu rafiki ambao ulisema tushikana na yeye, ameanza kutema mimi sasa. Anapeleka mimi huku nje, pahali inaitwa Hague. Amesema sasa mimi si rafiki, mimi ni nani? Ni adui. Ni adui. Tulipigania mambo yake, na sasa mimi ni adui. Akaniomba, ndugu yangu Jimmy, nishike tafadhali. Sijui kwa nini, unajua saa ingine mtu anaangalia roho ya rafiki yake, si ndio? Aliangalia roho yangu. Hata walikuja na huyu Isaac Ruto hapa. Aliangalia roho yangu akasema huyu ndio ataokoa mimi. Kweli ama si kweli, Bwana Deputy Rais?
Kweli.
Si mnasikia? Yeye, namushike hivi vizuri, yeye ndio alileta Uhuru Kenyatta kwangu. Yeye ndio alileta Uhuru Kenyatta kwangu. Uhuru nilikuwa namjua tukiwa watoto shuleni, primary school, high school. Lakini kisiasa hatukuwa tumeshirikiana hata kidogo. Bwana Deputy President alimleta kwangu akasema labda hii kitu tunaweza fanya kazi pamoja. Nitoboe. Akasema hii katiba imebadilika kidogo, naona labda tunaweza pata runoff. Huyu ashike mlengo moja na mimi nishike hiyo ingine. Nikamwambia hiyo ni sawa, lakini niko na wewe. Niko na nani? Na wewe. Najua yeye ni Mkikuyu kama mimi, lakini niko na wewe. Kwa sababu hii mambo ya kisiasa simjui sana. Simjui sana. Akasema nitakushika. Uko hapa. Let me tell you, ndugu zanguni na mama dada, ile msafara ambao tuliona from 2010 to 2013 March, hatujaona kitu kama hiyo, na ilikuwa ya wananchi ili tupate peace kwa nchi hii. Wazungu walikuwa natupiga, kulikuwa na prime minister alikuwa natupiga, na nakuambia huyu ndugu yangu alisema wakati huu, wewe ukinionyesha namna hii ndio nitatembea, ukikataa hata mimi siwezi kwenda. Kweli ama si kweli, bwana Deputy Rais? Kweli ama si kweli? Kweli. Aha. Niendelee? Niendelee? Hata Musalia hapa rafiki yangu tulijaribu yeye, na yeye anajua mimi ndio nilikuwa chairman ya mkutano ambao tulikuwa nataka kuja pamoja. Akadanganywa na watu wengine, akaenda kudanganywa. Haya, sisi tulifaulu, 2013. Tupigie makofi. Kwa nini tulifaulu? Haya, tulikuwa na wengine wale walikuwa hapo. Kulikuwa watu wengi ambao waliunga hii mkono ya Ruto. Lete nikuambie, kwa sababu tulikuwa naona ni maisha yao tunatengeneza, si ndio? Na maisha ya Wakenya. Ilikuwa mwaka moja tu, by the end of 2014, rafiki yake ambao alileta kwangu alianza kunitema. Mimi sasa nikawa, mimi naitwa cartel, mimi naitwa sijui nini, naitwa sijui nini. Nikaenda kwa rafiki yangu, nikamuuliza sasa hii ni nini? Hii ni nini? Akasema, wajua hapa, unajua mimi ni Deputy Rais, na nikiwa Deputy President lazima nifuate vile rais anasema. Jimmy, nafikiri mimi nitakusaidia huko nyuma, lakini wewe jikinge. Jikinge. Nitakusaidia huko nyuma, lakini wewe jikinge. Munasikia? Niendelee? Niendelee? Haya. 2017 nikashikana na ule mjamaa ule mwingine. Na ule mwingine 2017 tulienda mbali mpaka handshake. Mpaka handshake. Kuingia kwa handshake, hata yeye akaanza kunini? Kutema nani? Mimi. Akaanza kutema mimi. Na mimi nataka kuambia wananchi wa Kenya hivi, mukiona viongozi wakitemwa, ni nyinyi munatemwa. Ni nyinyi munatemwa. Wakati tulishikanisha watu wa Kenya wakapiga wazungu, watu wa Kenya waliunganisha ili wachape wazungu waondoke kwa nchi. Na wakati huo ni vizuri mjue kuna family mbili ambao walishikana. Family ya Raila Odinga, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. Hiyo ingine ya Jomo Kenyatta. Na hizo family mbili zimekuwa kwa presidential ballot since 1963. 1963 muliona Jomo Kenyatta, kweli ama si kweli? 1997, the second presidential election, muliona Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, kweli ama si kweli? 1997, muliona Raila Amolo Odinga, kweli ama si kweli? Haya, 2002, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, kweli ama si kweli? 2007 mwanawe Jaramogi Raila Amolo Odinga kwa debe 1997. Kweli ama si kweli? 2013 Raila Amolo Odinga Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Kweli ama si kweli? 2017 Raila Amolo Odinga Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Kweli ama si kweli? Sasa mwaka huu umeona kwa debe moja. Umeona kwa debe moja inaitwa Azimio. Wananchi wako wapi? Wananchi wako wapi? Wananchi wako wapi? Wananchi, mimi nauliza nyinyi wananchi wote wa Kenya. Hiyo debe tuitupe, tuipige kabisa, iondokee kabisa sisi. Iondokee sisi. Hiyo siasa yao ni siasa ya dhuluma, si siasa ya ideas. Na mjue ya kwamba hiyo debe hata si rafiki yangu ambaye alikuwa Raila Odinga, hapana. Kuna mwingine anataka tamu yake ya 3. Anataka tamu yake ya 3 kinyume cha sheria ya Kenya. We must be very clear. We are coming together on ideas of the people of Kenya, not on families hapa. And I want to say categorically, si ati ni mahaslas tu, hata hiyo duale unasema mambo ya bourgeoisie, wako upande mwingine. Hiyo ni ya families. Hiyo si ya wananchi ambao hata wako na hela, hapana. Hawa ni ya families. It is here that the people of Kenya have been oppressed. And the time now has come to say, no more, no more, no more. Asanteni sana.
Thank you.
One thing I must say, William and I are old friends. Yes. And we are good friends. Yes. I am standing for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya through Safina Party. Yes. We are talking. Yeah. We are talking. But it is important to understand my ambitions are still going forward. But we are talking. Mushika vizuri. Kwa sababu wananchi wako hapa, wao wengine wachache wako huku, si ndio? And I want to invite William Ruto to my Safina NDC next week. Asante. I hope utakaribu. Asante sana. God bless you. Wish you all asanteni sana.
Haya. Na nataka nimwambie rafiki yangu Jimmy before you go. Huyu Jimmy, mara nyingi nimewaambia wa Kenya historia ya mimi na rafiki yangu Uhuru Kenyatta kukubaliana tufanye kazi pamoja. There were only 3 people in that meeting. It was Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto, and Jimmy Wanjigi. This man here. So, akisema tumetoka mbali ni kweli. Maybe one more thing I should say is that the agreement, the written agreement between Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto, the original, this man has it. Yes. Na utarudisha lini wewe? The original huyu mungwana yuko naye. Yuko nayo ni kweli. Ni kweli ama si kweli?
Ni kweli, ni kweli Deputy Rais.
Aya ya mwisho. Vile yeye amesema ni kweli. Kulifika wakati nilimwambia mimi ni mdogo wa rais. Si ni kweli? Si ni kweli? Na hata leo mimi nakwambia bwana Jimmy, unajua Uhuru Kenyatta ni rais wa Kenya na ni mdosi wangu. Kwa hivyo hata wakati tunaimba tusiseme yote yawezekana bila Uhuru Kenyatta. Na waomba kwa heshima, tafadhali. Asante sana. Aya, wacha nimuite shangazi wa taifa. Shangazi wa taifa anaitwa Aisha Jumwa.
Ay, 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 ay. Asante sana, asante sana. Asante sana Rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya. Nichukue nafasi hii ya kipekee nikupongeze sana kwa kupewa wadhifa wa kuipeperusha bendera ya chama chetu cha UDA katika debe mwezi wa 8. Nakupa hongera na tuko pamoja na wewe. Mama Rachel Ruto, nikupongeze sana. Umetulelea, umetulindia, na leo umetupea rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, na tunakupa kongole, na tunazidi kukuomba sisi kama jamii ya akina mama katika taifa letu la Kenya, uendelee kumpa support rais wetu wa 5 wa Jamhuri yetu ya Kenya, na sisi tutazidi kumshikilia. Mimi nataka niseme hivi, naibu wa rais wa Jamhuri hii ya Kenya kwa sasa, William Yimila, aliimba akasema, hapa nilipo sio ndoto yangu, naenda viwango vingine. Naibu wa rais, hapa ulipo haikuwa ndoto yako, unaenda viwango vingine. Na mimi nataka nikuambie na nikuahidi, kama viongozi katika taifa letu la Kenya, ulichokizungumza leo kimetutia imani. Tumeona kiongozi ambaye ako tayari kuibadilisha nchi hii yetu ya Kenya, kwa sababu umezungumzia uhuru wa taasisi ambazo ziko katika nchi yetu ya Kenya. Taasisi huru ambazo zimeshikiliwa mateka kuumiza watu wasiokuwa na hatia kwa sababu wako na maoni tofauti. Tumepitia moto sisi, lakini tumesema liwe liwalo, hatutarudi nyuma. Na tunataka kukuambia, tunakutia moyo, tutatembea na wewe, tumekukubali, tutakufanyia campaign, tutakupigia kura, tutalinda kura na watakutangaza kwa sababu utashinda. Naibu wa rais, hatutakuacha. Hilo tunakuahidi. Kama ni wakati mbaya umepita, mahali ilipofika lazima watatii, kwa sababu sisi tumeamua kutembea na wewe bega kwa bega. Sisi wa Pwani, uchumi wetu ulitolewa Pwani ukaletwa Naivasha kwa shamba la mtu binafsi. Watu wetu kule Pwani wanahangaika, mashamba yetu tumedai, miaka nenda miaka rudi, hayawezi kupatikana. Kama alivyosema Duale, mtu ako na guts ya kusema ati fulani ni mwizi, wakati wewe mwenyewe umezaliwa wizini. Wakati wewe mwenyewe ujauzito wako ulikuwa wa wizi, ukazaliwa kwenye wizi, ukakuwa kwenye wizi, mpaka leo unaendeleza wizi, alafu unasema mtu mwingine ni mwizi. Naibu wa rais, wanawake kama sisi tumejitoa, na hii Kenya iko tayari. Tutatembea na wewe kwa sababu umetupa muda wa kufanya hivyo. Na tunasema kina mama, tukisema taifa limeongea. Maana mimi kama Aisha Juma, kama mwanamke, niko na kura ngapi? 3. Niko na yangu, ya mume wangu na ya mwanangu. Kwa hivyo mimi nikisema hapa nilipo niko na kura ngapi? Niko na kura 3. Na kila mwanamke, naibu wa rais, tunakuahidi hii serikali tutaiunda pamoja. Hayo yanayozungumzwa yasikutishe. Shikilia usukani, tumekuvisha kofia, tutatembea na wewe, tutakufanyia kampeni, kwa sababu nia zipo, nguvu zipo, ajenda ipo na rais yupo. Kwa hayo mengi machache, UDA UDA.
Kazi ni kazi.
Asante sana na Mungu awabariki.
Asante sana shangazi wa taifa. Wacha sasa nimuite ndugu yangu Festus Mwangi Kiunjuri ambaye ni kiongozi wa chama cha TSB. Karibu sana kiongozi.
Asante sana makamu wa rais. Nimesikia umesema tusiibe hiyo wimbo ingine, lakini pia kuna ingine tunaweza iba kwa sababu leo ni leo nasema leo ni leo tutauona mpambano, kweli si uongo. Na kutoka siku ya leo mapambano inafanya nini? Mapambano imefanya nini? Your Excellency the Deputy President, Mama Rachel, viongozi wenzangu wanaunda. Ni kweli salamu zenu tuwasijua Kenya mzima na tuwajua unda kazi ni kazi. Na pia sisi ni familia ya hustler. Pia sisi ni familia ya hustler. Na kama kuna mtu amesoma mengi kutoka kwa Deputy President ni mimi. We know each other for a very long time. Because we have fought in the same side and we have fought in different sides. And therefore, we know each other. We were sworn in the same day together in 1997. He was 31, I was 27 years old. And therefore, when William Samoei Ruto starts here today to give hope to our youth, to give hope to the women who are trading in the streets, when he gives promise of hope to our farmers, our entrepreneurs, and promising that he himself will respect justice, I believe in him. We have together gone through fire. We have campaigned for our president for a very long time. And we had many occasions that we had to sit down together, the three of us, and we made a promise. We made a promise that we are going to support His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta in 2013. I walked a journey with them until the day I had to go back to Laikipia to defend my seat. Lakini huyu hata yeye akona maneno yake Deputy President. Kwa sababu kuna wakati alipitia na Nyuki Town wakiwa na Uhuru Kenyatta nikawapagia. Saa hiyo walikuwa wanauza chungwa, nilikuwa nauza madisi. Mimi nikawapagia na Nyuki Town, hawakuongea. Alafu tukakubaliana na hawa yaliyopita si dwele tuendelee na dunia. Lakini pia wakanipagia 2013. Nikakunywa maji. We also promised each other again when we came back together 2017 that we have one more battle remaining. Ukikumbuka makamu wa rais, we agreed, the three of us, that we shall never be at peace until we defeat Raila Amolo Odinga and make William Samoei Ruto the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. Wakati mwingi ulikuwa unaniuliza wewe Kiojore tuko namna gani? But I know you have my trust. You know that if I give you my confidence and trust today, you can locate, go wherever you want to America and come back. I'm a dependable general. I'm a dependable general. I promised you 2017 when we are coming up with JAP, Jubilee Alliance Party, that I'll have to fight one more battle. And I told you I might even retire from politics. But that battle was to be fought in 2017. Today, as you sit here, this congregation, I come here to convey our message from TSP Party of goodwill. Message of goodwill from the Service Party of Kenya. Number two, to remind you that the oath goes unbroken. Whatever we have promised you, we shall do it to the end. Sisi hatunagi na masharti mengi. Because we have an agenda, we have to look at who will be safe in this country, in whose heart. For us to be safe in this country, we have to get the most convenient person who can be able to articulate his issues clearly and Kenyans can believe in them. I listened to that NDC ambayo ilikuwa huko KICC, and we have listened to you today. In fact, we need nothing else now. Kenyans to go to the YouTube, listen to your speech today, listen to your speech, and then they can do analysis. Wale waliongea maneno ambayo yalipita. They discussed issues of the past, not even present. You articulated issues of the future of this country. And therefore, what you're asking our generation, are we living in the past or in the future? If we are living in the future, then obviously we know who to elect as our next president of the Republic of Kenya. Wakati tulikuwa tunachagua jina na slogan ya chama, tulichagua tukasema chama yetu itakuwa ni ya huduma, that is service. Tukasema tuajiamini na ujiamini. Why? Wewe makamu wa rais mara kwa mara umekuwa ukituambia siasa ni kujipanga, na usipojipanga utapangwa. Na sisi tukajua siasa ni kujiamini. Na wakati tulipitia yale yote tulipitia kwa ile serikali, hii serikali ambayo tuko naye, mimi nikaamua lazima tutajiamini. Na tukijiamini na mjiamini, hii safari tutatoboa. Tumesikia lectures kutoka kwa hawa. Mara wametuita wezi, mara wamesema yote ambayo wamesema. Unajua siku moja Scorpion alikuwa anatembea, na unajua anatembeaga kombokombo. Anatembea kombokombo. Mamake akamuuliza, "Kwa nini wewe mtoto unatembea kombokombo?" Mtoto akamuuliza, "Mama, nionyeshe kwenda kama nimenyoroka na mimi nitafuata." How can you lecture us on issues of corruption and you know the mothers of corruption in this country? Yes, we agree with you about history of this country, but the first history you should tell us is how you also began. Ulikuwa nani wakati wa 1963 na leo uko wapi? For 15 years ulikuwa wapi? Wengine 24 years ulikuwa wapi? Manake hata Biblia, wale ambaye ni wa Kristo, huwezi elewa Biblia ambaye the New Testament before you read the Old Testament. We must go back to the Old Testament to understand the New Testament. Mukituita majina, tutawakumbusha majina. Mukituita wezi, tutawakumbusha wezi ni akina nani. Na misingi ya wezi ni wapi, na wezi ni akina nani. Those are the issues that must be addressed today. Kwa hivyo mimi Deputy President, thank you. Tukiwa huko Kiambu wakati ya masishi ya mama wa Inaina, nilikuahidi tena huko. Na unajua at one given time Jesus alimuuliza Petro, "Utakuja kunikana?" Akamuuliza mara 7. Mimi sitaki uniulize mara 7. Tutababana, tutangangana, na tutahakikisha kwamba ushindi utakuwa kwa wale wako kwa nyumba hii. I have no doubt whatsoever that we shall write history from where we are seated today. From this gathering, history will be made. Na sisi hatunaga nyuma kurudi nyuma. Ya mwisho, unajua kuna ile lugha mimi naelewa zaidi. Na tutaigia na hawa wengine viongozi wote uko mashinani. Na hii mlima ni mgumu kupanda. Lakini wale tuko juu, ukiturushia ile hook, tuko tayari kuweka. Malaki sisi tayari tuko pale juu ya mlima. We shall hook you properly, na wale wengine wakijaribu kuenda juu, tunajua vile tutateremsha. Kwa hivyo they might have enjoyed yale ambayo wamesema, lakini sasa kitendawili kimefika mwisho wake. Kwa mara 5 sisi tumekitegua kitendawili. Kwa hivyo si mara ya kwanza. Bendera yao wanaona inashuka, tutaishukisha. Goma lazima itatulia na ushindi ni wetu. Asanteni sana, good Kenyans. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Asante sana.
Kabla sijawaita wale wengine wachache wamebaki, hapa tuko na aspirants, wale watawania viti mbalimbali. Wacha kwanza niwaite wale watawania viti vya MCA. Kama kuna aspirants katika kongamano hili wasimame. Wow, 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 wow. Hey! Hey! Ala! Hiyo dunia yote hiyo. Haya, wape nduru ya ma MCAs jameni. Asanteni sana. Haya, wale wanawania viti ya women rep, hebu wasimame. Haya, waona huko. Asanteni sana. Tuwapigie makofi. Wale wanawania viti ya member of parliament ama constituency MPs. Wow. Tuwapigie makofi. Asante sana. Wale wanawania viti ya senator sehemu mbalimbali. Asante sana. Those are our senator candidates. Alafu wale wanawania kiti ya governor sehemu mbalimbali. Haya, hawa ni wachache, mimi naweza kuwataja majina. Huyu mama anaitwa Peris Tobiko, huyu mungwana anaitwa Jonathan Mweke wa Kitui, huyu anaimpa Ambassador Bito kutoka Wasingishu, Wainaina Jango kutoka kutoka Kiambu, Mheshimiwa Omar Hassan kutoka Mombasa County, Mama Bishop Wanjiro kutoka Nairobi County, ndugu yetu Johnson Sakaja kutoka Nairobi County, ndugu yetu kutoka Kitale, Mheshimiwa Chris Wamalwa, Mheshimiwa Irungu Kangata wa kutoka Murang'a County, Mama Aisha Jumwa wa kutoka Kilifi County, mama wa kutoka Nakuru County, Mama Susan Keheka, Mama Ses Mbarire kutoka Embu County. Haya, nimekwama kidogo hapo. Haya, ndugu yetu Patrick Ndutu kutoka Narok County, ndugu yetu Mheshimiwa Irungu kutoka Laikipia County, Mheshimiwa Badilisha kutoka Nyandarua County, ndugu yetu kidogo nimechanganyikiwa hapo. Haya, niko na ndugu yangu hapo anaitwa Mheshimiwa Mukonji kutoka Embu, anawania kiti ya ubunge. Hawa wengine poleni, majina yenu kidogo ndugu yetu pale Mheshimiwa Governor kutoka Taita Taveta County, John Murutu, mpigeni makofi. Mheshimiwa Lagat kutoka Nandi, Mheshimiwa kutoka kule Isiolo, Mheshimiwa Tene anaomba kiti ya gavana kule Isiolo. Mheshimiwa Bunyasi anaomba Bunyasi yuko wapi? Ameondoka nafikiri. Huyo sio Bunyasi, huyo mungwana anaitwa nani? Moshiri. Mheshimiwa Moshiri kutoka Nyandarua nimemkumbuka. Na huyo na Mheshimiwa Medho anatafuta kiti ya seneta kule Nyandarua. Na gavana wa baiskeli huko pia ako hapo area kutoka Wasingishu. Na tuko hapa na Lati Lelegwe anaomba gavana ya kule Samburu. Haya, nimekwama kidogo hapo. Sijui hawa wangwana wengine. Mheshimiwa Barasa kutoka kule Bungoma County. Tangus, Mheshimiwa Tangus kutoka Elgeyo Marakwet. Na Mheshimiwa kutoka Kericho, bwana fulani. Anaitwa nani huyo mjamaa? Nimesahau jina yake. Haya. Fred Kirui, sorry bwana Fred, nimesahau jina yako kidogo. Tuko na mama Anne Waiguru ambaye anatafuta kiti ya gavana kule Kirinyaga, she is the sitting governor. Na mheshimiwa chairman wetu, Mheshimiwa Mudhama anatafuta kiti ya governor kule Machakos County. Na Mheshimiwa Onesmus Mudhomi Njuki, sitting governor wa kule Tharaka Nithi, na pia anaomba hiyo kiti. Tuko pia na ndugu yetu Kadhuri Murungi ambaye anaomba kiti ya senator wa kule Meru. Tuko na Lesonet anaomba kiti ya Baringo. Tuko na Kiptis ndio sitting governor na anatetea kiti yake vile vile. Tuko na ndugu yetu Professor Sigor anaomba kiti ya Baringo ya governor. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Matangi anaomba kiti ya governor ya Kiambu. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Ezekiel Machogu anaomba kiti ya Kisii ya governor. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Kachapin kutoka West Pokot. Tuko na nani hapo? Tuko na Mheshimiwa Lodepe missionary anaomba kiti ya governor ya kule Turkana. Na tuko na baba yao ako area pia. Tuko na ndugu yetu Mheshimiwa Cleophas Malala anaomba kiti ya governor ya kule ya kule Kakamega. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Sang kutoka Nandi County sitting governor na anatetea hiyo kiti. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Rashid Cheza anatafuta kiti. Tuko na Mheshimiwa Boni Halwale daktari ambaye anaomba pia kiti ya governor ya kule Kakamega. Na tuko na Samoei kutoka mahali fulani anaomba kiti ya governor Trans Nzoia. Haya, basi nafikiri tumemalizana hivyo. Wachani Mheshimiwa Walter Nyambati kutoka Nyamira County na Mheshimiwa Eneo Nyakiba kutoka Nyamira County. Wapigie makofi jameni. Kabisa. Mashogoma kutoka Isiolo. Tena Mashogoma. Haya, very good. Nafikiri tumemalizana hapo. Haya, wacha sasa nimuite ndugu yetu Moses Kuria kutoka hapa kaunti ya Kiambu.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Makamu wa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, rafiki yangu William Ruto. Na pia niseme sina shaka kwamba wewe ndio utakuwa rais wa 5 wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Niko na sababu 5. I have 5 reasons why I think the right decision is to support William Ruto as the 5th president of Kenya. Reason number 1, you might be a good leader, you might be a good politician, you might be a good party leader, but one thing I am sure, you are a good human being. And that makes a whole difference. The last time I supported a good human being was when I supported Mwai Kibaki. And for me, supporting a good human being is more important than supporting a good leader. Because we can take your word. William Ruto akiniambia tuende Mombasa, nitamgojea Sultan Hamud. Watu wengine wakiniambia tuende Mombasa, pengine uende Naivasha. Because you cannot take their word. Thank you for being a dignified man. Thank you for being a man who we can take their word. I will support you because you are good for this country. Nikiangalia wale watu mleta pamoja. From Kuria Mudavadi to Governor Mvurya. From Aden Duale to huyu Sankoku, huyu nominee number 1. The whole country, the whole Kenya. Wengine wanajigamba ate wao ndio wanaleta Kenya pamoja. Nobody brings Kenya together than William Samoei Ruto. Your Excellency, I will support you because you are good for this economy. Because we cannot continue with business as usual. Because something has to give way. Because we have to reinvert the pyramid of this economy. Because we must put an end to the culture of state capture of our economy. Unajua Kenya hii kuna watu wengine ukiwaambia kwamba hatukukula jana, hawawezi wakafikiria ni kukosa chakula, pengine wanafikiria tulisahau kupika. Ukiwauliza maziwa inatoka wapi, hawawezi kujua ilitoka kwa ng'ombe, wanasema ilitoka kwa fridge. That must come to an end, and it is time to give this country to the real stakeholders of this economy, who is the man at the bottom of the pyramid. Only you can do it. Your Excellency, I will support you because you are good for devolution. Only you can actually implement the 35% without us changing any constitution or signing any document. We can take your word for that. Only you is confident enough, and you are not paranoid like others who fight governors because they are paranoid of strong people. You will be good, and I am the incoming chair of the Council of Governors. So kwa niaba ya magavana wengine ambao wako hapa, kwa niaba ya magavana ambao tuko hapa, you are incoming team of governors. I know you do everything to strengthen the Council of Governors and to make it truly the fourth arm of government. Only you can do that. Finally, Your Excellency, I will support you because you have liberated my region. Jamani, wacha niwaambie, sisi ambao ni watu wa mlima, kama sio huyu muungwana, ingetuchukua miaka 100 kuvunja minyororo ya wale wachache ambao walikuwa wanafikiria tutaongoza kwa. You have made it possible. You have made it possible for me, being the member of parliament for the president, to take a different path from a sitting president without fear. And for me, that is very important. You have liberated us, and we owe you the debt of gratitude for liberating us. Wengine wanasema ati makamu wa rais hawezi kumwamini. Jamani, mnakumbuka wakati 2014, 2015 hapo, wakati rais wetu alienda huko Hague, akamwacha naibu wa rais as an acting president, akarudishiwa all the powers. Niwaulize jamani, kama ni Raila Odinga, kama ni Raila Odinga, wakati Uhuru alirudi kutoka Hague, urais agueonea view sasa. And because you are a real man, you are an honest man, it does not matter how many names you are called. Wengine wetu tumuvumilia, tumeteswa, a lot of pressure, but tumesema tusimame na ukweli, na hii barabara tafika. Kuna wengine wanasema ati kula ya mlima itagawanywa. Mheshimiwa Anne Waiguru, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua, Mheshimiwa Ishungwa, Mheshimiwa Gavana Muthomi Njuki, Mheshimiwa Senator Linturi, Mheshimiwa Wamatangi, Mheshimiwa Wamaua, Mheshimiwa Alice Wahome, Mheshimiwa Faith Gitau. Sisi ndio tulikuwa tunashidia Uhuru kura, na sisi ndio tulikuwa tunamwibia kura. Akili yote iliweka Uhuru kwa kiti iko hapa. Ile iko Azimio ni mwili peke yake. And I want to assure you all, kama kuna mtu ataangusha William Ruto sio mlima. Because we work as one team. And it is not something new. We have done it before. Tumempigia Uhuru kura sio mara moja, sio mara mbili, sio mara tatu. Finally, I want to announce to Kenyans that I have constituted a small committee to welcome Uhuru Nishaweli ambao wataishi milele na milele. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki.
Asante. Asante sana Moses. Wacha niwaite vijana wawili. Niko na kijana anaitwa Silvanus Osoro. Ako wapi huyo kijana? Na niko na kijana mwingine anaitwa Ndindi Nyoro. Hawa vijana wakuja hapa wakimbie, kimbia vijana haraka. Wewe kimbia haraka, nyinyi ni vijana. Kimbia mbio. Very good. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, the Deputy President and the future President, kuanzia tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8, by the grace of God. My name is Silvanus Osoro, Member of Parliament for South Mogrango constituency in Kisii County. Your Excellency, mine is perhaps to dispel some fears that could be in the other team. Why you see some people regrouping and coming together, all notable thieves regrouping and coming together to defend something, it is because they have the fear of the unknown. And today, we want to assure them that UDA and yourself, you are not petty. They have done several petty things, including sending a whole minister to a country in Zambia, not just to pass the congratulatory message, but to also go and libel against you and against your friends who do business in that country. There are several things we can copy from Zambia, even if they went there. But there is one thing that we can't copy. We cannot copy the element of victimizing the sitting presidents once they leave power. And what the president is fearing, President Uhuru Kenyatta, tafadhali tunataka kukuambia, wewe ukiritaya, tunajua umekosea watu wengi, lakini sisi hatutakukosea kwa sababu sisi tunamuogopa Mungu. Wewe umesumbua wengi, umesumbua hadi bodaboda na wana biashara wadogo, lakini sisi hatutakukosea kwa sababu tumeamua tunamuogopa Mungu. Ya pili, Your Excellency, you are a person who fears God. Na mimi leo nataka ni kuguide katika kitabu cha Acts chapter 5 verse 35 onwards, where wakati wale apostles walikuwa wanahubiri, walishikwa, wakawekwa ndani, baadaye wakapatikana wako mahali wanahubiri, tena wakashikwa. Wakati walishikwa, kuna mtu mmoja katika verse 39 anaitwa Gamaliel, wakili, alisema ya kwamba if it is they are using their own power, hawa watu watashikwa na wataenda chini. But if it is God's will, hata ukiipiga namna gani, if God has said this is the direction, there is nothing you're going to do to stop that. And today, as we stand here, we believe you have a higher call than we see. You actually have a higher call kututolea zile minyororo ambazo tumeshikwa na hao watu watapeli ambao wanashikana pamoja. And that is why we are saying, because it is God's will, sisi tumeamua kukushika kabisa. Na tunaomba, tafadhali, wewe pia usituangushe, kwa sababu wao wametuangusha. And the message to the media, going forward, tafadhali wacha kukua biased. You have a higher calling ya kushikanisha wa Kenya pamoja. The media this time round is more biased than anything else. Nyinyi media tafadhali, especially the Royal Media Services, na leo tunawaambia ukweli, especially the Royal Media Services, wacha kukua biased. We know that chairman ana support the other side and that is his democratic right. Lakini kwa sababu ya maneno ya uchaguzi ambayo uko mbele, tafadhali peana fair coverage. Wacha kutupatia 3 minutes na kupatia wale wengine 25 minutes mpaka vitu ambazo hazina maana mnatuwekea kwa TV. I'll remind you again, in the country of Zambia, where the sitting president last year, Edgar Lungu, used every means possible. Akisema yeye in the deep state. He used the media. He arrested and detained the opposition leaders. But at the end of the day, baadaye Wakenya walikataa na wakapigia mtu ambaye wanataka. So there is nothing that is called deep state ambayo inadanganya nyinyi watu wa TV. You've got to change, muamue ya kwamba going forward we need a balanced coverage. Wakati mnaweka Raila 5 minutes, patia William 5 minutes. Mukipatia Raila 10 minutes, patia William 10 minutes. Kwa sababu tunajua hiyo ndio game yenu mnacheza. Kwa hayo machache, sisi kutoka Kisii, we endorse you, Your Excellency, na sisi tutasupport wewe, na wewe ndio president wetu kuanzia tarehe 9. God bless you.
Thank you. Wacha nimuite mungwana, anaitwa Ndindi Nyoro.
Asante sana kiongozi wetu, Rais wa 5 wa Kenya na viongozi wote. Harambee! 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 UDA, kazi ni kazi. Asante sana Mheshimiwa Deputy President, na pia mama wetu wa taifa, tukifika mwezi wa 8 kwenda juu, Mama Rachel Ruto na wana UDA wote. Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, kinyang'anyiro ambayo tuko nayo cha urais na cha uongozi leading to 9th of August of this year, as you keep saying, it is not a beauty contest. It is a contest of ideas and abilities. And Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, there is no other person contending for the presidency of Kenya who can compete with you on that arena. You have been our agriculture minister, you have been the higher education minister. Your deeds we remember, your character we know it. You are the best person placed to lead this country. Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, tena tukienda mbele, ile changamoto iko sana nchi ya Kenya. It is an economic problem. Unemployment na kijumla mashida ya economy. Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, I have sat with you and I know your agenda, and I know for sure you are crafting a policy of bottom up to marshal the entire population of Kenya into prosperity. I want to quote Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, one of the examples that I have seen you are referring to. One is that of South Korea, and in you I see General Park, who delivered South Korea into a country it is today. In you, I see Deng Xiaoping, a person who led China from 1978 to the China we know today. And I know for sure unemployment rate will come down like it has gone down in Vietnam in the recent years because of your leadership. But as I wind up, Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, mimi kama rafiki yako, I know the tribulations you have gone through your boss. Nikiyasema hapa mbele ya watu, wengine watatoa machozi. Ile tunaona ni kidogo, lakini tunajua umeumizwa sana. Lakini Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, always remember that suffering breeds character, and character breeds faith. And in the end, faith never disappoints us. Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, you have been refined. You are a better person, I know for sure. But more importantly, once you become President of Kenya in 9th of August, the glory will not be to the big men. The glory will be to God and the people of Kenya. Na ya mwisho, Mheshimiwa Deputy Rais, you are not to the ballot as William Samoei Ruto. It is not William Samoei Ruto on the ballot. It is us, the long-suffering Kenyans, the children of the nobodies, of the low class, of the subclass, the carpenters of Kenya, the bodabodas of Kenya, the Watu ya Mijego of Kenya, the farmers of Kenya. It is us on the ballot. We support you, and you are our next president. Thank you very much. May God bless you.
Thank you very much. Wacha nimuite Mheshimiwa Boni Halule aseme dakika moja.
Asante sana, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, I have listened to you, and I'm confident the time you are speaking, the country was on a standstill. I have received short messages from Kakamega. They are telling me, Urimsata, which translates to, you are a man and a half. I want to say congratulations and take over from where Wetangula and Mheshimiwa Musalia left by confirming to you that the people of Kitale, Bungoma, Vihiga, Busia, and Kakamega will vote for you as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. Kuna wakora ambao wako katika Azimio wenye wanarusha maneno makali kwako, Your Excellency. Stanley Libondo, Francis Atuoli, they do not speak for our community, they do not speak for anybody because they lack the basic intellectual capacity to represent even ordinary animals that you can get in a zoo. Your Excellency, we are going to vote for you because it is now clear you are the bridge to the future of this country. We are going to vote for you, my brother, because of what you have said about the need to expand the opportunities in this country so that 4 million young people, certificate, diploma, and degree holders can have a piece of earning a livelihood for themselves and their families who have sacrificed for them. Your Excellency, I am touched by your commitment that you are going to take the country right from where President Mwai Kibaki left. Mwai Kibaki left a working nation. Our nation has stopped working. You are telling us, kazi ni kazi, and I am confident we will advise you, if you allow us, and in good faith, the 7 billion shillings, Your Excellency, that you have said was borrowed. The time has now come for former Prime Minister, 7 trillion. The time has now come for the former Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, and his own brother of handshake, Uhuru Kenyatta, to tell Kenyans where the 7 trillion borrowed has gone to. They should show us the projects.
Thank you.
They should show us the railways. They should show us the roads. In the absence of that, Your Excellency, we must open the private accounts that were spoken to as being in the Pandora Papers so that we know whether they belong to Raila or they belong to Uhuru. The money there is the money they have borrowed. It is not their money. It is our money. It must come back and flow in our economy.
Thank you very much.
I thank you so much. Mheshimiwa Mudavadi, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of Wetangula and Your Excellency. Chairman Mudama, Senator Omar Hassan, and myself, we started and we were giving each other assignments. They assigned me. I went to the house of Jimmy when Jimmy announced that he wanted to be president. Jimmy told me at the end of the day, he'll be with us. He's here, Your Excellency.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Your Excellency, I went, Mheshimiwa Kuria. We had a big cup of tea at Jacaranda Hotel. And Kuria told me, hii ni mchezo tu wa mpira, lakini nitarudi nyumbani.
Asante.
I'm so proud, Your Excellency, and I want to thank the people of Mount Kenya. You are a leading example. You have ended tribalism and tribal voting because of your stand. Thank you very much.
Wacha nimuite watu wawili ama watatu wa mwisho. Kwanza nimuite ndugu yetu Rigathi Gachagua mbunge wa kutoka kule Madhira, kutoka Mlima Kenya. Wapi makofi ya Rigathi Gachagua?
Your Excellency, the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya, God willing, Your Excellency Manaricho, and all of us, watu wa UDA hamjambo. Your Excellency, I want first to congratulate you for being nominated as our presidential candidate, and I want to share with the participants here that winning an election, 55% depends on the quality of the candidate. And I want to say here, as UDA, we have the best candidate ever in the history of the electoral process in Kenya. Our candidate is energetic, our candidate is hardworking, our candidate has a message, our candidate has passion, and our candidate is able to mingle with the ordinary Kenyans on a daily basis. And therefore, it is upon us to do what we need to do to support our candidate and emulate him in working hard and making sure we reach each and every part of the country. Secondly, Your Excellency, it is important for us to share with the aspirants here that the people who have aspired to be elected on UDA are under a lot of intimidation and threats from the government. We want to tell you, don't worry. Borrow a leaf from us. We have been intimidated and harassed for the last 4 years, and we are still strong. Ignore those guys from Harambee House. Ignore the people from KRA, they will take you nowhere. We have a special problem in Kirinyaga, where the PS for Interior has set up a camp at Avai Hotel with money in cartons, calling aspirants, intimidating them, bribing them, and making life impossible for them. We ask the aspirants from Kirinyaga, do not buy fear. Karaja Kebicho has only 4.5 months to go. He will be an ordinary citizen. Kwa hivyo msininue woga. Finally, we from the mountain, Your Excellency, we have suffered a lot of prejudice that we don't support other people. I want to confirm to you and the people of Kenya that we, the people of the mountain, are decent people. We are honorable people. We are people of integrity. We are not conmen. We are not fraudsters. And we are Christians. We have been asked to betray William Ruto. We shall not betray him because we are not betrayers. We have been told to abandon William Ruto. We will not abandon him because we have no reason to abandon him. We have been coerced. We have been persecuted to fight William Ruto. We shall not fight William Ruto because he is a good man and he means well for this country. So, Your Excellency, sisi tukitaka tukuhakikishie pale kwa mlima tuko na akili tulipewa na Mungu tujibebee. Itakuwa ni makosa akili tulipewa na Mwenyezi Mungu bure kupatia mwanamume mwingine atubebee. Tutakuwa tumekosea Mwenyezi Mungu. Kwa hivyo tungetaka kuambia wale ambaye wanasema ati watabebea sisi akili, watuambie pahali tutapeleka kura zetu, wapeleke kura zao pahali wanataka. Sisi tuko na akili, tutajiamulia wenyewe na tutaweka kura pahali inatakikana. And finally, Your Excellency, I want to tell these delegates that there are opinion polls that are being done by Azimio to create an impression that huyo mzee wa Azimio is going somewhere. By Infotrack, by Star newspaper, please ignore those opinion polls. Go ahead and look for votes. Those opinion polls have been done before to create room for that mzee akatae matokeo. So ignore the opinion polls. Just continue looking for votes and solidifying our vote for the Deputy President. Kwa hayo machache, Mungu awabariki, asanteni.
Asante sana. Wacha nimuite ndugu yetu Isaac Ruto. Karibu sana my brother. Alafu Didmas Barasa ukuje hapa. Didmas Karasa kuja hapa. Na ndugu yetu Malala pia ukae steady hapo.
Haya, tarehe. Haya basi, wana delegates wa UDA, Mheshimiwa the 5th President na wabunge wote pamoja na party leaders, colleagues, mimi niko hapa leo kwa niaba yangu mimi binafsi na chama cha mashinani, na nimekuja hapa kuhakikishia nyinyi ya kwamba we will walk this journey together. We will vote for Deputy President as our next president, because the policies he has enunciated today are unparalleled. We also believe that we have got to pay attention to the man living huko mashinani. I have had one of the best speeches in the recent past, which actually go towards solving the problems that we face. The ordinary Kenyans have always been neglected, and I'm happy that they now have a new beginning. Because I can see time is of essence at this point of time, I only want to associate myself to all the sentiments that have been expressed and say that we have to make a departure from making our budget in the interest of only 20% of Kenyans, and we forget the rest, 70%. Huko nyumbani wanaumia, and I thank you, Deputy President, for committing yourself to solve the problems of ordinary Kenyans. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you, Isaac. Didimas Baraza, from all the way from Bungoma. Asante sana, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. President. I also want to congratulate you for being nominated to fly the flag of UDA for the presidency. And the choice on who should be President of the Republic of Kenya has been simplified today. That Kenyans will have a very simple choice of two to make from: an assembly of the ordinary citizens with an agenda of reviving our economy, who also enjoy the support of the ordinary citizens and ordinary power from the people of Kenya, and another group of people that forms an assembly of children of retired presidents with full of ego, who think that everybody should hero worship them. And I am sure, Mr. President, that even as they enjoy the state resources, they have the money to buy a few people, but they will never buy the concerns of the people from electing you as their president. So we will pray for you so that we can form the next government and revive our economy and defeat these people who always ride on the popularity of their families, the name of their fathers, to intimidate everybody in this country. With those very few remarks, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Chris Wamalwa, the Secretary General of Ford Kenya.
Arambe! Arambe! UDA! Your Excellency, the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, we want to congratulate you today for your nomination as the presidential candidate of UDA. On behalf of Ford Kenya Fraternity, Your Excellency, we want to assure you that under Kenya Kwanza, we are going to work with you. And I want to recognize the members of Ford Kenya who are here today. We have the chairman, Honorable Joel Ruhu, who is seated here. We have Senator Olendiema, who is seated here. We have Honorable Majimbo Kalasinga, and many others who are here, but they have left. Your Excellency, you've been my close friend. And when you read the Bible, the book of Matthew 7, verse 7, Biblia inasema ya kwamba, aombaye hufanya nini? We want to assure you of our prayers. All those weapons that have been formed against you, I can assure you, they'll not prosper. We are looking forward to see your leadership as the fifth end of this country. We bless you and we pray to Almighty God to give you strength till you reach State House. Thank you and God bless you.
Kutoka Kakamega, Super Senator.
Asante sana, kwa sababu tumechoka. Mimi ningependa kusema kwamba Mheshimiwa Musalia Mudavadi na Mheshimiwa Wetangula wameongea kama viongozi wa kitaifa. Mimi naibu wa rais niruhusu niongee kama kiongozi kutoka mkoa wa Magharibi. Sisi kama jamii ya mkoa wa Magharibi tumeamua kwa kauli moja tunaenda kusimama na William Samoei Ruto kwa sababu ya heshima ambaye amepatia viongozi wetu. Ukiona vile Musalia na Wetangula wamepewa heshima katika muungano wa Kenya Kwanza, we are assuring you, William Samoei Ruto, we are going to stand with you. Wale Waluya ambao wako kwa Azimio, juzi muliona Oparanya kiti yake wameka kwa mlango ya kutoka nje. Eugene Wamalwa kiti yake wameka kwa mlango ya kwenda kwa choo. Atuoli yeye ndio anapima watu temperature wakiingia kwa hall. Sisi tumesema, sisi kama jamii ya Waluya, we must be respected, and the type of respect you've given to our leaders, we shall stand with William Samoei Ruto. Thank you. May God bless you.
Wacha nimuite Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichung'wah.
Asante, Your Excellency, sababu ya masaa, I'll be very brief. Just on behalf of the people of Kikuyu, Kiambu County na Mlima Kenya yote, to congratulate you on your nomination as the 5th President of the Republic of Kenya. Two, to tell you that the burden that we give you today, we are giving the burden to carry the pain of the hustler nation. We give you the burden today to carry the aspirations of all the Kenyan people, Your Excellency. Na kwa hayo machache, ni kuambie aliyesema jogoo wa kijiji hawiki mjini, leo amesikia jogoo wa kijiji amewika kwa mji mkuu wa Nairobi. Na ajue itafika siku tarehe 9 mwezi wa 8 wataheshimu jogoo wa kijiji na jogoo wa mjini, wapate heshima kwa nchi ya Kenya. Asante, Mungu awabariki.